Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to 7.3.4 Power Suppression, Feat of Energy and Power Snack. Now with Suppression, every time you throw a special attack on the opponent, there is a chance that he will be power locked with Innovate, and Innovate is the only way that you can power control the opponent. Others do not work. So with that, there is going to be two nodes that's going to be making it difficult for you. The first one is going to be power snack, so every 7 seconds when next buff triggered on the attacker is going to be nullified, and it will give 50% bar of power to the defender. And another one is feat of energy. As soon as you as an attacker or the defender will gain 1 bar of power, that will give initial burst of energy, granting 100% of a bar of power over 4 seconds to the defender. And the defenders are special 2 biased as well. So when we look at that and we look at the defenders that are there is a Hood, there's a Super Skrull, there's a Dormammu, there's a Doom as well. So all of these defenders are pretty annoying to deal with. Now your best attackers will be your science attackers, so you can use that power suppression to your advantage. So I've just noted some of them there. Other champions that also work are there, mostly that are different ways of power control. Having said that, make sure that you boost very well and you use your mastery, that is resonate. That will be very handy for you. If you're going to run tech champions, color tech will also be helpful for you. The boss is going to be a very easy one, that is going to be Doctor Strange. More on him once we get into the fight, and I'm gonna use a suicide setup for this one. So let's jump into the path, guys. And the first fight is going to be against a Hood that can get really annoying if you don't play it right. So more into it as soon as we start the fight. So I am going to be using size champions through and through. So my first attacker is going to be Mr. Fantastic, purely because of the fact that he has too many debuffs and you can reapply them with his SP1 and SP2. And also I can easily apply power suppression on the Void, and also it would be faster for me to get to an SP1 before him. So that helps out really well once you apply the Petrify buff before the beginning of the fight. So having said that, with Mr. Fantastic is pretty easy, just parry and heavy and throw your SP1s, and there's plenty of debuffs for the power suppression to reapply itself by consuming one of them. Other champions that can work really well are going to be Anti-Venom and also Spidey 2099. Void is also a good example. You can also use Captain America Infinity War with all the science, cosmic and tech synergies. For every one of them is able to apply one debuff. And also most of these are going to be Mystic champions, so Human Torch will be amazing. And also you can use Luke Cage. Luke Cage will help you eat any SP3s if you get hit. Same goes for Ghost with Hood, that can also work. You can also use Gwenpool with her Enervate, so there's quite a few different options you can use. Just make sure that you don't push this guy to an SP2, and apart from that, it's a pretty straightforward fight. But remember, as soon as you get 1 bar of power, or he gets 1 bar of power, he gets a burst of energy that gives him another bar of power over 4 seconds. So you have to apply that energy straight away as you get an SP1, so you can power lock him so he does not get to an SP2. That is going to be the tricky part for this fight. Now this next fight is going to be the most annoying fight in the whole path with Super Skrull, for a couple of reasons. One, he has a lot of damage on his SP2 even if you block, so you will need a champion that is going to be Incinerate immune. So some good examples are going to be Void, it can also be Anti-Venom, can also be Human Torch, and can also be champions like Mephisto, but again with him you won't be able to power control. So the best way is to bring in champions that have Incinerate, can withstand Incinerate damage. You can also reverse the power rates as well. So Void is one of them. He can apply Petrify and is also Incinerate immune. Same goes for your Anti-Venom as well. If you're gonna use a Human Torch, use a pre-fight ability so you can melt him faster. You can also use Captain America Infinity War with all the required different masteries, and you can all the required different synergies, and you can use parry to apply all of those debuffs and reapply the Innovate every time. So you can also choose that route, but again this is a difficult fight. You have to play it slow so you can kill him off. He is one of the most annoying defenders in 7.3.4, and partly why this path is tough. The second fight, it can be very annoying and hard to deal with. The next attacker is a Dormammu. Now he feels very intimidating, but if you take care of a couple of things, you should be able to kill him off easily. So the first thing is that you do not dex him at all. You only parry or you take hits in your block, and only swipe back when he throws a heavy attack, so you do not get a dex charge on you. Once you have that, you can build up to an SP1 and throw that, and that will enervate him, and then from there onwards you can just wait for the enervate to reapply. And if you're using somebody like Mr. Fantastic or Void and Anti-Venom, all of these champions that can apply a lot of debuffs, all you need to do is parry and heavy, and that will be enough to kill him off. Notice that I haven't dexed him even once. I am just staying back, keeping my space, and parry and heavy. Now because I have Petrify debuff applied on him, all of his power gains are not going to be really helpful to him to give him more power, because either the power gain rate is reduced because of Petrify, or he is enervated already, so his power is not gaining at crazy speeds as it should. So again, just parry and heavy. Keep him to an SP1. SP2 can also be just blocked. Make sure to block them. Do not go for the evade, because if you evade once, you will get that charge on you for dexterity, or you can remove dexterity totally, and then if one of your buff expires, it will give you a very heavy degen. So just be careful about that. You can also use Mr. Negative here. He's a science champion, so he will apply power suppression, and he's also going to be immune to the degen from Dormammu, so that is also a good option that is not mentioned there, but you can use that as well. Next up is going to be a Captain America Infinity War. Now he's not really difficult. Either you can master the reparry technique, or you can just bait a heavy and you can throw your heavy attack on him. His SP1 and SP2 can be easily evaded, so you just need to play a bit patiently. You can easily take him out. Now I am running Mr. Fantastic with She-Hulk, so I have an advantage of that synergy as well, that with every time I parry the opponent and hit him and apply a power string, and whenever that power string is expired because the defender used a special attack, that gives him damage. But even without that, you can easily do this part. Void is a very good option here. Spidey 2099 is a good option. You can also use your human torso. Any champion that has easy access to petrify can easily take him out, so it's not really a difficult fight, just a really patient one. So because you have to keep waiting out those specials, and that's about it guys. Just keep up those petrify on him and you can easily kill him off. Next defender is going to be a Doom. Now I am using a human torch. I have an excellent advantage against him, so I'll kill him off very quick. But if you don't have human torch, there are plenty of different options you can use. The hardest thing it will be to master to how to dex his SP1. So you just need to wait for his animation, and as soon as he's going to throw from the beam from his hands, that's the time that you dex back, just there, and then you can easily dex his beam, and that's about it. Try to dex his beam, try to innovate him below 1 bar of power, and then keep reapplying those debuffs, and with that you can keep that uptime on the innovate power lock, and that should help you easily to finish off Doom. But again, not really easy fight and not a very easy path. It might cost you some revives, so unless you have the perfect champions like I do, it's going to be a bit of a difficult path. Make sure to bring your science champion to have a chance to finish this path early and quick. And the final fight before the boss is going to be a Hercules. Now with him you have to be careful that sometimes the parry will not land, he will be able to not get stunned, so you will have to play around it. My choice was She-Hulk. All I was going to do is to build up SP1 and build up those furies and let him throw that specials, because his specials can be easily evaded, and I can easily get some opening to go back and hit him and attack him after his special. So my choice was She-Hulk. Again, you can use any science champion, just spam those specials, keep that innovate on him so he does not get a lot of bar of power. As long as you don't push him to an SP3, it should be a very easy fight. So it's one of the easier fight of the past. The difficult ones were in the beginning, especially that Super Skrull fight and then the Ironman Infinity War followed by the Doom. So I hope you get through the path fine, and I will see you at the boss fight. So the boss fight is going to be a Doctor Strange. Now this is arguably the easiest boss in all of 7.3.3. So he's got ionized armor and ironclad. The more armor he has, the more his special damage there is. So the easy way is to bring in champion that can either armor break him, or they can nullify or dispel all the armors on top of him. So those are the best champions to use against him. Another one is going to be special chaos inversion. So whenever he will use a special attack, your controls will be in reversed. For that, it's very easy. You just block them out, and if you have a champion that has sustain and can regen back, like for example I am using Black Widow Clairvoyant, then you don't even have to worry about that. You can take all the block damage, and then you can use an SP2 while you are in bleed mode, and you can easily heal back to full. Also, if you go into poison mode and use your SP2, that is a good way to also control the Doctor Strange power gain in this fight. But again, it's not one of the bigger deals. Also, another note he's going to have is heavy handed. So if you use somebody with parry and heavy style, for example, you can use here Mr. Fantastic. You can also use here Captain America Infinity War with Tech Synergy. So there's quite a few different champions you can use. This is just a slower fight. You just need to take care about not building too many debuffs on yourself, and the rest is pretty straightforward and easy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, guys, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications. All of that really helps me out a lot and helps me grow the channel. And don't forget, for the boss fight, whenever he throws a special, you can just block. You don't have to worry about the inverse controls, and then you can go back in. So I hope you all enjoyed it, guys, and leave it in the comments down below. Let me know what was your strategy. If you enjoyed it or not, I would love to hear from you guys. And apart from that, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.